There are a lot of mistakes I've made in Pokemon. Some mistakes have been worse than others, and in this video, I'm gonna share with you guys some of the dumbest mistakes I've made in Pokemon. Okay, so firstly, let's go back to where it all began. Sinnoh. The first Pokemon game I owned was Pokemon Platinum, and I remember when I first played through it, due to me skipping through all the text, I didn't know where to get Rock Smash. So this meant I couldn't progress to Floroma Town because I didn't know how to smash the rocks in Ravaged Path. But the worst thing about this is that I didn't even need to go anywhere to find Rock Smash. This is because the hiker just flat out gives you it. So for about a week I was searching for an HM that I already had. That's just embarrassing. Okay, so another mistake I made in Pokemon was also in Gen 4, and although this isn't necessarily a mistake in the games, it really was a dumb move for me to make, so you all may as well know. When I was in primary school, a few of my friends were kind of getting bored of Pokemon, so they started watching a show called Ben 10. Everyone in my little friendship group suddenly fell in love with the show, and I remember all of our pocket money was spent towards Ben 10 action figures, drawings, and even Omnitrixes. You know, the watch that allows Ben to transform into a different monster. But anyway, I had this friend, let's call him Dick, as in Richard. So Dick still played Pokemon, but he was yet to own a copy of Pokemon Soul Silver. Now, Dick was also into Ben 10, and he had this awesome Heat Blast action figure. And yes, I traded my £35 copy of Pokemon Soul Silver for a £5 Ben 10 figure. Oh my god, I was a dumb child. Okay, so my next mistake is once again from Gen 4. Now, this wasn't as bad a mistake as the other two, but nevertheless, I remember the struggle so much. In Gen 4, I didn't know how to get a Gliscor. I knew where to get a Gligar, but I just didn't know how to evolve it. Eventually, I did get a Gliscor, but that was only because my friend showed me. And I say he showed me, I freaking paid him. No, not in money, but that dick, remember he's called Richard, bribed me out of a freaking Mars bar. Okay, so before we get to my final big, embarrassing story, let me tell you about some of the minor mistakes that I've made. I say mistakes, but what I mean is things I thought were right, but were actually wrong. Okay, so I actually thought that the Chansey evolution line were actually part Fairy type. This was because when the Fairy type was announced, other pink Kanto Pokemon such as Jigglypuff and Clefairy turned Fairy type, so I guess I just thought Chansey would too. But of course, I was wrong. Until recently, I thought that Mienfoo and Mienshao were part Psychic type. I don't even know why I thought this, I just did. Also, until recently, I thought that Zangoose was a Dark type. I found out it was a normal type when researching for a video, and I was stunned when I found out its true typing. And the final dumb thing I did as a child was lose a shiny Pokemon. Okay, so when Pokemon X and Y came out, I was playing through the game and came across a shiny Roggenrola in a horde encounter. But of course, things are never that simple, and at the time I encountered the shiny Roggenrola, I was in the waiting room at the dentist. The horde of Roggenrola kept using Sand Attack and Harden, and remember, this was when I was playing through the game, so that means all of my Pokemon weren't that much of a higher level than the horde of Roggenrola. And then, to make things worse, all of a sudden tragedy strikes as my 3DS starts flashing red. Yes, it needed to be charged, and in this case, what any sane person would do is just close the DS and charge it at home and then get the shiny Roggenrola. But of course, I was a dumb child, so I didn't. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. What are some of the dumbest things you did in Pokemon as a child? Be sure to let me know in the comments. But for now, I've been PokéDan, you've been amazing, and I'll see you guys next time.